Okay. I'm probably not going to work on this today, but I came down here to feed the cat and clean her bathroom and feed Ruth cat. And Ruth cat, I'm beginning to understand that Ruth cat cannot separate my hand from food because she's getting closer and closer and closer to my hands. And when I'm setting food out, she's gently bit my hand a couple of times, and she has popped my hand with her paw, but not with her claws out. So I don't know if it's because she doesn't want my hand close to her, or if she thinks that my hand is somehow connected to the food. Okay, I'm cat property now. So I just decided to clean this. So let me tell you a little bit more about Ruth cat. Let me go out there and show you where her home is. And this is the back door of the trailer. And for 10 years, this is where I feed her. This is where she hangs out when she knows I'm here. She'll come out from underneath it. This is my knife shop. She'll come out from underneath there, jump up here, jump up here, jump up here, and then get up there. And then she'll turn around and she'll stick her head out. And I'll take little treats and lay them up here for her. And sometimes I'll leave my hand here and she'll pop my hand with her paw like that, but no claws. And a time or two she's put her mouth on my fingers, but not hard. And a little later, I really don't want her to do that because I don't know. This cat's had no shots, and you know, you never know if they've got rabies. And if she bit me and she had rabies, that'd be bad. So she lives up under here, and this is the stairs down into my knife shop, and it's off the ground about a foot right here. So she goes under here, she goes under there, and she lives for 10 years. She has lived up underneath this trailer. Well, last year or the year before, I can't remember, underneath this trailer is so wet that it smells. It makes a whole inside of the trailer smell musty. So I went around the trailer and I just cut huge holes and then put small animal wire over the holes. I did this all the way around the trailer. And sometimes from the house, I can see Ruth cat underneath the trailer. If the sun is up, sometimes she'll sit in front of this and sit in the sun, you know, on the inside. That way the dogs can't get her. And otherwise, anyway, this is where she lives, underneath this trailer, and she's lived there for 10 years. They caught her when she was about a year old. They caught her and had her fixed and released her back into the wild. So for 10 years she's lived here, and I promised I'd keep feeding her when I bought this place, and I have. And I do feel like at some point we're going to be buddies. Not cuddle sitting on my lap buddies, but trusting me enough to you know, let me rub her face a little bit a time or two. And you know, I'm not hinging my whether I continue to feed her. She never. Yes, dear? What? Nothing's wrong. Anyway, ever since we've had that water leak, every time I look somewhere, my wife just goes, do we have a water leak? No, not another water leak. Because we have been snake bit with water leaks here. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna, whether she's, you know, turns out to be a pet I can a cat that I can pet someday, or not, I don't care. And I'll keep feeding her. As a matter of fact, we're going to Walmart here. I'm fixing to get in there and take it up to the house. And I was hoping my wife would be ready to go to Walmart, but she's not. And it's almost to the point where I'm not gonna go in, because if we don't get there early, I do not go into Walmart, because Walmart people are horrible, rude, and I just can't take it anymore. So if we don't get there at the crack of dawn, then I will sit in the parking lot and wait on her. That's the only way I can stay out of jail. Alrighty, let me go. Oh yeah, cat food. That's, you know, I got to get some dry cat food. Still got some wet. Okay, we'll see you. I'm gonna hopefully be back in time to do a little work on that knife. All right, I'm trying a new shape. This is the classic Coke bottle shape. I can see I got this side here isn't quite exact, and I know what I got to do. I'm gonna do that right now. I'll be right back. All right, that's more like it. Now it is perfectly uniform. And, you know, they call it the Coke bottle shaped handle. There's a guy on YouTube, he's in England, and this is pretty much every handle he makes has this shape. And it feels good in your hand. And, you know, for a small knife, it's really good to make a comfortable handle that won't slip out of your hand. All right, I'm not going to do any more with this today. I got, you know, some burn I got to sand off by hand. But I am going to clean this knife up and get this epoxied on before I go home today. And tomorrow I will hand sand this and start shaping this handle. Well, this is not my best polishing job. So I'm going to offer this at the price I would a satin finish. But it come out pretty good for only sanding it up to you know, 600. When I started sanding this, I realized I was gonna have to stop sanding by hand, or, you know, half of it. I've got to eliminate some of the hand sanding. This is just, I don't have it. It's just stuck together like that. I still got to glue it, and I'm fixing to glue it now. And I'm going to finish the handle on the knife, because there's no way to do this handle. There's no way to sand and finish and shape this handle without this to hold on to. So that's what we're looking like. Let me spritz a little bit of water on here. You can get I've already done this, but it's really pretty wood. That's what that'll look like. Isn't that some beautiful wood? It'll look even better, because it's going to be sanded up to 800, maybe 1,000, and then I'll put it on the buffer, and it will look very, very shiny. And anyway, let me get cleaned up, acetoned, and get that handle epoxied on there, and then we'll come out here tomorrow and sand some handles. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna sit here for about 20 minutes and mop up that epoxy that's oozing out right here. And same thing on the other side. And I figure probably 5 or 10 minutes and this will stop the oozing, and then I can go home. Okay, I'm still here, and it's still oozing out a little bit. I know I said goodbye, but I'm back. Let me, this is the old Texas 45, and basically it's a BC special with a handle cut down to a tang. But this is the new Texas 45, which, as you can see, is a good 1.1 longer. And I am going to do spine scroll work on this longer one. So actually, I'm not going to make them that short anymore. I hate throwing old blanks away. I'll hang on to it. But this is the Texas 45 from now on. I've got 3 more of this size, the shorter ones. And then I'm going to start cutting them out this size here. And on those, I will do spine and scroll work and high polish them, and put really fancy handles on. And by the time I get, which will be on my 5th, well, by the time I get to this, it will be my 5th hidden tang. And I will really have the process down by then. So I will be charging a lot for these, but you know, it's gonna take, I don't even know the hours, weeks of handwork. And I've bought all kinds of, where did I put them? Special polishing things so I can polish the scroll work and make that just as shiny as the blade. I bought files just for the scroll work. So I'm not going to stop doing handwork. It's just going to take me longer to do it because of my shoulder. And anyway, I hate talking about it because it's really aggravating. I'd like to do things at a much faster pace, but if I do, then I can't do any of it. So I just have to accept the fact that my shoulders are wearing out, and I am not going to get surgery unless there's just absolutely, positively no way around it. Okay, now, see you tomorrow. She's a sweet kitty. She is. She's a sweet kitty. She's just a sweet booty tat. Yes, she is. I kind of like her. You're a bad cheese. Bad cheese. And everything the world over is your fault. And that's what we need to teach our children. It's all your fault.